Man, I had to comment on this. This, of course, is a picture of Hoda Kotb. Hoda Kotb is mainly with NBC these days, and she is, of course, is the co-host of the Today Show along with Savannah Guthrie. And of course, she hosts the Fourth Hour with formerly Kathy Lee Gifford. Now she hosts these days with Jenna Bush Hager, who is the daughter of former President George W. Bush. Hoda, I've been a quiet fan of hers since her days being a reporter for Dateline, and when she used to fill in on the weekend version of the Today Show. I've always been a fan of her and her work. Not so much a fan of her on the Fourth Hour of Today Show. A little too silly for my taste. But recently, she did an interview with, of all people, Jada Pinkett Smith. And apparently it's going to get a full interview on Dateline. And I'm like, why? Why does this human being, referring to Jada, need a Dateline interview? But there was one little interesting thing that came out of the clip that I'm going to talk about after I show parts of it. Of course, I can't show you the whole thing because, you don't want no copyright strike. But I've covered myself as much as I can. Hopefully we see this video. Anyway, here it is.
In the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
Sure.
Oh, why a fracture? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
First, before I say what I'm going to say, great job on the part of Hoda Kotb. Like I said, I've always been a quiet fan of her work. Yeah, she does the silly stuff in the Fourth Hour of the Today Show, but when it comes to doing serious journalism, she's one of the best. She's one of the best at doing serious journalism when she wants to. Good job to Hoda Kotb. That said, this rant is not on Hoda. This is rather on her subject. So you're telling me for the last 7 years, y'all have been pretending to be this couple together in public. So you're telling me over a year ago, going on 2 years ago, Will Smith may have thrown away the rest of his Hollywood career, calling himself, going up on stage, humiliating himself, smacking Chris Rock over a joke that wasn't even that offensive, in front of the freaking world, risk going to jail. Yes, he should have went to jail, and I'll stand by that to my freaking grave. He could have gone to jail, got an Oscar for playing Venus and Serena Williams' daddy in that biop movie, but no one remembers that. All they remember is the slap. All they remember is Will Smith trying to be Gunther and Tupac rolled into one. Which, by the way, you mean to tell me a woman that has pretty much been humiliating you, castrating you in front of the whole world, pretty much declaring love for a man that's been dead for almost 30 years in Tupac. You mean to tell me within the last 7 years, she lets some young boy, yeah, I know legally he was a man, but I don't care, some young boy named August Alsina pull down her britches and give her the penetration, and she not only liked it, she loved it, and castrate you on that Red Table Talk show? You mean to tell me for the last 7 years you two have been separated? Y'all probably barely in the same house. You hadn't even been sharing the same bed. But this is the woman you want to call the love of your life, Will Smith? This is the woman you want to call? Keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth. And Chris Rock. And y'all not even living in the same space. Come on. For anybody that comes and tells me, say, well, man, that was his wife. He was defending his wife. All I got to say on that is, and I'm going to end it with this, kiss my entire 6'2", 310-pound sweet brown sugar. On that note, screw that noise.